Height. And as you know, in the last video we were discussing about exercise 1.1. As I told you, you have to give importance to this kind of exercise, because if you can able to solve an exercise only, we can say that you understood this concept well, isn't it? And today by this session we are going to continue that exercise. Okay, and please watch the video well. And as I told you, I will not solve all the questions. That doesn't mean you can leave the other questions. Okay, that means I will solve only the important difficult question for you. The questions is a little bit confused, and with the questions with higher priority we will choose in video sessions, and we will leave the remaining question. You have to find it out, you have to solve yourself, and when you solve you just check the backside answers, and if you feel doubt you can directly call me, and you know my number anyway. And so let us continue the session. Let me take the next question and let me try to solve it out for you. Okay, see, this is your question. Multiply 6 by 13 by the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. That means you have to multiply two numbers. Which are the numbers? 6 by 13 and not with the minus 7 by 16 but with the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. That means you have to multiply a number by another number. The another number is in such a way that reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. Okay, so don't get confused. The question is to multiply 6 by 13 with the minus 7 by 16. Not like that. You have to multiply the numbers 6 by 13 and the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. Okay, so let us multiply. That means I am going to multiply 6 by 13 and the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. Which is the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16? Answer is 16 by minus 7, and you have to multiply it together. You have to multiply 6 by 13. You have to do the operation multiplication. Okay, which all are the numbers? 6 by 13 and the reciprocal of minus 7 by 16. That is nothing but 16 by minus 7. Just see. Okay, let us multiply. How I can multiply the fraction? You can first of all you can think, is there any cancellation possible? Is there any cross cancellation possible? Since the operation is multiplication, if not, let us multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. I cannot see any cancellation. 6 and 13 no common factor, and 16 and 17 no common factor. In this way no common factor, in this way no common factor. So just multiply the numerator, multiply the denominator. So 6 into 16 divided by 13 into minus 7 will give you the answer. What is 16 into 6? 6 6 36, remainder is 3, 9 96 divided by what is 13 into 7? 21, remainder is 2, 9 91. So answer is 96 by minus 91, isn't it? So since the minus sign is involved in the denominator part, let me take the minus sign from the denominator to the numerator. As I told you, that was the because this is not in standard form. In order to make it a standard form, we have to write minus from denominator to numerator. So answer will be minus 96 by 91. Answer will be minus 96 by 91. You may understood. Next question is very simple. Question is 8 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8. I repeat, is 8 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8. That means the meaning of the question is, you just calculate the multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8. What is the meaning of multiplicative inverse? Multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal. That means you have to calculate the reciprocal. The meaning of multiplicative inverse nothing but reciprocal. You have to calculate the reciprocal of minus 1 by 8. Okay, and check whether the reciprocal of minus 1 by 8 is 8 by 9 or not. That is the question. We have to check whether the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse of minus 1 by 8 is 8 by 9 or not. Okay, so let me calculate the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. Both are same. Reciprocal of minus 1 by 8. In order to take the reciprocal, if it is a fraction, it is very simple. Just change the order, that much only. Denominator become numerator, numerator become denominator. Okay, just if the fraction is like this, what is the reciprocal? This is the reciprocal. But this is not a fraction. This is a mixed fraction. First of all, you have to make it as a proper fraction. How we can make a mixed fraction into a proper fraction? Here it means minus 1, 1 by 8. It read as minus 1, 1 by 8. It means that minus 1 plus 1 by 8. Are you following me? So in order to calculate the reciprocal of minus 1, 1 by 8, we have to make it as a proper fraction. Then only we can take the reciprocal. So reciprocal of minus 1, 1 by 8, it means that reciprocal of minus 1 plus 1 by 8. If there is no operation, I told you that was multiplication. But in the case of fraction, it is addition. See. Are you following me? Let me tell you once again. A, B means that it means A into B if there is no operation. But A, B by A, that means since there is no operation, it doesn't mean there exists multiplication. Here exists addition. Why? Because this is the case of fraction. For normal numbers, it will satisfy. For other kind of number, if you see a fraction like this, that means 2 by 3 doesn't mean 2 into 2 by 3. It means 2 plus 2 by 3. So just like that, reciprocal of minus 1 by 8 become reciprocal of minus 1 plus 1 by 8. Then, so in order to take the reciprocal, as I told you, you have to simplify it first with the fraction. You have to simplify the fraction first. So once again, I'm repeating, I'm going to calculate the reciprocal. See, reciprocal of minus 1, 1 by 8. So I have to reduce this. I have to simplify this fraction. Suppose take the reciprocal of 2 by 3 means answer is 3 by 2. Very simple. But it is not a fraction like 2 by 3. It is a mixture fraction. So I have to simplify it first. So reciprocal of this become reciprocal of minus 1. In between sign is plus 1 by 8. It means in reciprocal of cross multiply. You know how to add two fractions. In order to cross multiply, if you feel difficulty, you can add a denominator 1 and you can cross multiply. What is minus 1 into 8? Minus 8. Then the operation is addition. 1 into 1, 1. Divide by 1 into 8, 8. You may understood. Since there is no denominator, I can give the denominator 1 and you can cross multiply easily. Minus 1 into 8 is minus 8 plus as it is minus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 1 into 8 is 8. Okay. So reciprocal of this, isn't it? So it become reciprocal of what is minus 8 plus 1? What is minus 8 plus 1? Minus 7 divided by 8. Now it became a proper fraction. So which is the reciprocal of minus 7 by 8? Answer is 8 by minus 7. Since the negative sign belongs to the denominator, you can change it into the numerator side. It becomes minus 8 by 7. So answer of the question is what? 8 by minus 7. Sorry, minus 8 by 7. So the question was, is 8 by 9 is the multiplicative. So we found that the multiplicative inverse is minus 8 by 7, not 8 by 9. So what we can conclude? Multiplicative inverse is minus 8 by 7, not 8 by 9. That was the conclusion. Sorry, that is the conclusion. See, before discussing the next question, let me introduce some another thing. You may aware of this. Anyway, you just listen. What is the result of 12 by 10? There exists an easy method to divide a number with 10. Can you say that? There exists an easy method. In order to divide a number with 10, there exists an easy method. Okay. How? Just write 12 as it is. Just write the numerator as it is. Then how many zeros involved? This is the case this is the method we can use while you divide with 10, 100, 1000, lakh, 10 lakh, etc. etc. Okay, this is the only case we can use in the case of when we divide a number with 10, 100, 1000, etc. etc. After one, if the numbers are 0, then only. First digit should be 1, then the remaining digit should be 0, then only. So 12 divided by 10. How we can write? Just write the numerator as it is. And how many zeros involved here? 1 0. So you have to count from the rightmost side. This is the rightmost side. And since 1 0 is there, count one position from the right to left. So this is the rightmost. Count one position, 1. And here you can give the point. So answer will be 1.2. Then what is 112 divided by 100? Sorry, 10. Right? 112 as it is. How many zeros? 1 0. Count from the rightmost side. 1. Answer is 11.2. What is 1120 divided by 1000? 1 numerator as it is, you just write. And how many zeros involved? 1, 2, 3. So rightmost side you can count 1, 2, 3. Answer will be 1.120. It is a method. Okay. And can you tell me what is 8 by 100? Right numerator as it is. How many zeros involved? 2 zeros. So counting start from rightmost side. 1. In order to count the second position, there is no number, so you can add a 0. So 1, 2, then point. Answer will be 0.08. So let us go to the next question. Question is 0.3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3? Why or why not? This is the question. Okay, let me read the question. Is 0.3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3? Why or why not? Similarly, see, same question just like the previous question. So we have to find out the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3, and we have to check whether it is 0.3 or not. Okay, let us calculate the multiplicative inverse, isn't it? Let us calculate the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3. Okay, so it become multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 become multiplicative inverse is nothing but the reciprocal. Multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 is not a simple fraction, it's a mixed fraction. I have to make it as proper. How become 3 1 by 3? We can write it as 3 plus 1 by 3. So multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 becomes multiplicative inverse of 3 plus 1 by 3. And you can give the denominator 1 and you can cross multiply and make it as a proper fraction, similar as in the previous question. So it become multiplicative inverse of, when you cross multiply, it become 3 into 3 is 9 plus 1 into 1 is 1 divided by 1 into 3 is 3. You may understood. So it become multiplicative inverse of 9 plus 1 by 3 is nothing but 10 by 3. So what is the multiplicative inverse of 10 by 3? Now we can take the reciprocal easily. 3 by 10. What is the answer of 3 by 10? Write 3, and from the rightmost side you have to count how many position. 1 0 is there, so 1 position to the left side. So 1. Here you can give the point. So answer is 0.3. Otherwise you can write it as 0.3. Your answer will be 0.3, and it is correct statement. Multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 is 0.3 itself, because when we calculate the multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3, we got it as 0.3, and you can write the conclusion multiplicative inverse of 3 1 by 3 is 0.3. So the statement is correct. Okay, see, and this is your activity. You have to do it as homework. Check 2 by 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2, and find the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 into 6 by 5. First question is, check 2 by 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2. Find the multiplicative inverse of 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 into 6 by 5. See, this is your activity homework question. So now you can pause the video. Pause the video and try to solve this question yourself. Okay, if you want, you can off the net also, and pause, then off the net, and try to solve this problem, two problem. And after that, after solving yourself, if you get the answer or if you fail to get the answer, play the video again, because I am including the solution also right now. Okay, play the video and see the remaining part of the video that describes how to find out the solution. Okay, but don't see the videos together, question and answer together. Okay, separately. So now we can pause. So now you can press play button, play, and let us move to the solution. Our first question was, check 2 by 3 is the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2. So let us find out the multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2 first. So in order to find the multiplicative inverse, you have to simplify 3 by 2 first. How? 3 by 2 is nothing but 3 plus 3 by 2 is nothing but by 1. 6 plus 3 by 2 is nothing but 9 by 2. Then what is the multiplicative inverse of 9 by 2? Multiplicative inverse of 3 by 2 is nothing but the multiplicative inverse of 9 by 2, that is nothing but 2 by 9. 2 by 9. So this statement is wrong. 2 by 3 is not the multiplicative inverse. 2 by 9 is the multiplicative inverse. Okay. And the next question is, I forgot the next question. I think the question will be like this because I rubbed the question, second question. Sorry for that. Anyway, I given the second question almost in this form. Okay. Anyway, you can use this as a model and solve that question. I don't know whether that question is same as that of this question or not, because I told you I rub already before writing the question anyway. Sorry for that. I can now just see, find the multiplicative inverse of this. We have to find the multiplicative inverse of this. This is not simple as 1 by 2 or 3 by 4. This is a huge fraction. We have to simplify it first. So let me simplify 1 by 2 into 3 by 4. In order to take the multiplicative inverse, we have to simplify the fraction like 9 by 2. It is not in a simplified form. Let me simplify it first. 1 by 2 into 3 by 4 plus 1 by 2 into 6 by 5. Okay. This is your first time. This is your second time. Is there any common? Yes, 1 by 2. Okay. Take outside. If you take 1 by 2 outside from this time, what will remain? 3 by 4. You know how to take outside and all. Since we took 1 by 2 common from both the time, here 3 by 4 will remain. Here 6 by 5 will remain. And this, in between plus sign will remain. You may understand. Okay. Now you see 1 by 2 into, if you want you can use LCM or cross multiplication as you wish. I'm going to use LCM, which is a common multiple of 4 and 5. The common multiple of 4 and 5 is nothing but 20. So in order to make this 4 as 20, by which number I have to multiply? Into 5. Here also into 5. So in order to make this 5 by in order to make this 5 as 20, by which number I have to multiply? Into 4. Here also into 4. You may understood. By logic, just use your logic and find the common multiple of 4 and 5, and we found that is 20. Then I have to make this 4 as 20 by multiplying with 5, because 4 into 5 only will give you 20, and here I have to multiply with 4 because 5 into 4 only will give you 20. Whatever number you are multiplying with the denominator, with the same number you have to multiply in the numerator side also. So it become 15 by 20 plus 24 by 20. It become 1 by 2 into this. Since the denominator came same, just write that. What is 24 plus 15? 39, isn't it? So 1 by 2 into 39 by 20. You can change the bracket now as into multiplication sign. Now just see 1 by 2 into 39 by 20. It becomes, just multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. Okay. Bracket becomes multiplication. This bracket become multiplication. Okay. So 1 into 39 is 39. What is 2 into 20? It is 40. Now you can take them. Now the big fraction change into a small fraction, 39 by 20. What is, now we can take the multiplicative inverse. What is the multiplicative inverse of 39 by 20? Sorry, 39 by 40. It is nothing but 40 by 39. 40 by 39 will be the answer. See, this is the end of this video session. After watching this video, what you have to do is just do the activity and represent everything in your notebook. And all after practicing all the things which I discussed in the video, and only after that, what you have to do is just try to take the next question in the exercise and just have a try to solve it out. Anyway, by the next video, I will try to help you, but still you can try for the next and coming questions. And have a nice day. Take care. Bye. And let me remind you one thing: stay safe in your home, because corona, it's spreading. It was 127 the last day. Now the number of patients is increasing gradually every day. So it's a time to take care yourself, wash your hands properly, and move away from coronavirus. Okay, thank you.